Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome back to Blase Real. Also, welcome back to Lady Hustle YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and like button. And today's topic is about love. Closure.
I want to talk about closure.
Closure and loving two people at the same time. Is it possible? So yeah, that's the topic we're gonna talk about today. What's the first question? I got me an apple today. It's a snack because I'm hungry.
And excuse the noise outside. We were just doing some chilling porch stuff.
It feel good outside today. If you in the shade, it feels good.
How many degrees is it out here?
84.
Is it?
Yep, because it was hot today. I was at work hot and sweating.
So, I just want to know, how do you feel about closure? Should a person get closure after a relationship is ended?
Y'all don't get mad at me, okay? Because first of all,
if they do, oh well, it's people out here who will feel you.
Because I feel like the closure come in the moment y'all say I'm done, y'all break up, you ask all them questions that night, why we gotta do this, why we gotta do that. And when that person go their separate ways, that's that closure.
That's how I feel. I feel like that too. Closure for what?
Right, what else you need? So y'all get back together? Like, especially if you haven't talked to someone over.
But what? No, what if the relationship is they just ended and it's like 3 months later? You think a person still need closure?
For what?
Right.
We haven't spoken 3 months.
Exactly.
What else you want to talk about?
Some people can't move forward though without that closure.
And I think it's crazy. Like, you can, but what else you want that person to tell you that's going to hurt your feelings anymore? You asking questions that going to hurt your feelings. You going to find out they dated somebody else, or how soon they dated somebody else. Why do you need all them answers?
So why you saying that? Dating somebody else, do you think it's okay for somebody to follow their ex? Is that a way of not getting caught? Do you think follow their ex on social media?
That's so rude. I'm sorry, y'all.
I forgot to put mine on do nothing.
I did too. I'm bad.
So by following the ex on social media, how you feel about that?
Oh, I didn't know you asked that.
Yeah.
I don't.
Remember what you called?
I don't. I deleted.
How you feel about people that do that?
I think it's weird. Like, I just speaking of this, because I made my Instagram public. So before I made it public, one of my exes tried to add me as a friend, but I didn't add it as a friend.
Don't say no names.
I didn't add it as a friend, but once I made it public, that person added me as a friend. So then a situation recently,
the person could just see it. You made it public, right?
Right. So she ended up adding me anyway. But something recently happened. I went in and blocked her from my page. That's good, because something recently just happened.
I don't believe in that following the exes and all that.
I don't either.
I don't believe in that.
I think if we talk about closure,
I think that's part of not. All right. I think that's part of not getting closure. When you following your ex on social media, any ex, you're not over them. You're trying to see what they got going on in their life. You're trying to see who they with. So if you looking for closure from a relationship, my opinion and Blase's opinion, following them on social media, that's not gonna do you no justice.
Not gonna do you no justice.
All you doing is keeping tabs on the person anyway.
When the first person I had a relationship with, I started that, like, we was friends and all that stuff. I didn't want to see what that person was doing, so I took that person off my social media.
Block them out your life.
That's pretty much what it is. Even we talking about this now, I feel like I got my closure. Even though we've been broken up like 2 years, I've been had closure. But something just happened recently, like that was like the dead ass, like, like I'm tired, like I don't want to deal with this. I know for a fact I don't even want to be with this person, but they just sealed the coffin in the nail.
What happened? Oh, you can't even talk about that out here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about that. Well, I'll tell you later though.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like
you finally just realized you don't need to follow that person.
I never did follow that person. I just felt like now I realize I don't need to talk to that person at all.
Right. That's my thing too. Once y'all break up, I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to hang around your family. I think that's one of the questions I got too. Do you believe in like being around their families and all of that? Once we done, it's a wrap. I'm not finna follow you. I'm not finna be hanging around your family. To me, that's part of closure too.
I think it's gonna be hard for the next person to try to come into your life if you still hang around your ex or your ex still hanging around.
Forget the next person. What about me? I need to move on. I'm not trying to be around you, your family. I'm not trying to follow you and see what you're doing. I need to move on in my life because obviously you didn't want me or I don't want you. So why play games?
True.
And I think that's one of people's problems too. Like, they can't move on because they doing that. Following them, hanging out with their families and all that.
I always want to hang out with y'all because y'all think y'all the only friends. No.
And what about that? Group of friends. You think they should find a whole other group of friends?
I pretty much, because everybody, it's always, even though y'all got the same friends, but them friends came with somebody at one point. So I feel like them friends shit, hey, if this friend came in on my side, you should be my friend. You should be talking to that person no more. I don't care how good y'all got going on with dating all the other men.
So drop them.
Yeah.
Y'all friends first.
Cause I don't want to see it. Cause I don't want that friend to tell me you heard about such and such and they knew
What they doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't want all that.
Yeah.
Exactly how they be doing.
So I said, I want to know, did you ever need closure? I guess not. You got the same opinion I got about closure.
Cause you get that closure that night. Like when I break up with somebody, first of all, I don't break up with nobody. It's hard for me to break up with somebody. Well, if we break up that night, I best believe we up at like 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm asking everything. Then once I said what I had to say, what's been said,
That ain't the type of closure.
That's it.
So that is closure.
That's it. But
you do
you
that.
talking about people being like,
You don't just be like, we done. Like this not working out for us.
I never broke up with nobody.
Huh.
I let somebody break up for me, but I break up with somebody else. I'm like, I sit there, I believe in, I make it work. Even if it's some struggle, I make it work.
Well, we gotta walk away. You gotta walk away.
See, and that, hey, something you do. And sometimes I think cause when
To me, that's closure. Y'all sitting up talking about, okay, this why we breaking up. This why I can't see you no more. Like it's just not working out. You ain't connected. I ain't connected.
I feel like that's not closure. It's giving a reason why y'all not doing this. Cause the person, that way, you don't have to ask that closure. I feel like if you don't do that, like that final discussion, like what's going on, then 2 months down the line, a week later, why we do this? So you telling me what's the reason why we ain't did this?
Excuse me, sir. When you broke up with somebody, did you ever get them closure? Giving them a reason why y'all breaking up. At the end, why is that needed? Why you just can't walk away and say it's not working out?
It's needed for the fact so nobody try to still be lingering on.
Ain't that closure? Ain't that closure?
But just saying it's over.
All that extra talking.
Yeah, the extra talking is the closure part.
So
But-
why y'all feel like y'all need to give somebody closure? Like
So you telling me because the fact that you don't want to go around, oh shit, what I do? Or that night when somebody break up, they say a whole lot of things that you didn't realize what was wrong in the relationship. But at the end of the breakup, like all the issues and problems come up that somebody's scared to say why they in a relationship.
Shouldn't y'all been talking about that while y'all was in a relationship?
Obviously not. That's why you broke it up.
Communicate.
It get to that point. It get to that
See, I
point.
ain't never been in a relationship. I've never been a relationship person, a love person, so I ain't never been through relationships like that.
Versus me, I'm a person. It's crazy that people ask me about your relationship advice, but the fact that I can't even stand one, my damn self.
Yes, you can. You just don't accept. You just don't accept stuff.
Yeah.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. Put your foot down in a relationship. That means you building yourself up for when the right person comes.
Yeah,
that's gonna tolerate everything.
Because you learn not to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
Like on my first real relationship, please, that all the mistake, that's the toxic we're talking about. All that toxic stuff. I learned from that. I was grew from that. So I knew what I wanted going to the next relationship, and I wasn't getting that. Stuff just happened. So yeah, all that extra talking 2 months later down the line, they wonder why we broke up and all that. For what?
So you have gave people somewhat of a closure.
I get in that closure that day.
It be 2 hours after y'all
Don't
break up.
ask me nothing.
What you be doing?
Not
This
2
how
hours.
you
That was
break
just
up.
an example. Like, don't ask me nothing else 2 weeks down the line. I'm like saying that was just an example. Like people be talking for hell. Like you know how long people talk? It could be a 30-minute talk after you broke up. Like I'm done talking to you.
So you said you never broke up with nobody before?
No. No.
But a person broke up with you, and did they give you that talk that you talking about?
See, half the time I break up with somebody, like I said, the only person I actually felt heartbroken over was one person. All the other heartbreaks, like either I wanted to break up first, but they don't know how. I just let the shit ride till they actually get the guts to say fine.
I'd be happy. I'd be having my mother-in-law watching my videos.
We all grown.
I'd be happy.
We all up age 21.
But
yeah.
anyway, you just had a heart to break up with somebody.
Nah.
So did they talk to you when they broke up with you? They gave it was like 2 hours, 30 minutes. They'd say.
No, it wasn't no talk like that. It was just like everybody had them talks. They ask you questions like, "How do you feel?" some shit like that. I don't feel nothing because the fact that, like I say, if you wanted to
Want
happen,
you to be heartbroken? You don't leave me.
no, one person broke my heart like that, and I would never let nobody do that. Even my last relationship, I wasn't even that heartbroken. The fact that I wanted to break up with that person 2 months prior. That's
So
all.
we both feel the same way about closure. I don't think people deserve closure. I'm sorry.
Everybody have questions. I ain't gonna say like you would never ask yourself why we never work out or nothing like that. So you tell me anything like in a relationship you never ask yourself why that didn't work out.
I thank God it didn't work out. I look at why it didn't work out.
If you don't know why it didn't work out, then you're going to bring that same issue to another relationship because you don't want to make them same mistake. Something happened to the relationship that you never don't know why.
To me,
like,
people just don't work out. Like, it happened for me to meet the person that I need to meet. It didn't work out for me to grow. I learned something from that relationship. It's getting me closer to the person I'm supposed to be with.
Because everything I did go from a relationship, I learned what not to do, what
And
happened.
to me, that's what relationships for. To learn yourself and to learn what you're not going to accept, what you is going to accept. To me, that's what relationships is for.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like that closure, that,
You know, like a big boy.
people got a line asking the 6 months question, why we ain't do this? Nah, I feel like they just trying to be nosy or try to get back into your life. That's about it.
And then get back together. Say, what you think about them people that break up a year later they back together?
I don't see nothing wrong with it. If I feel like if y'all broke up and then y'all realize y'all took some time from each other, even if y'all start talking to somebody else, and y'all find yourself back to each other, I mean y'all learned something while y'all was apart from each other, or what y'all missed from each other. So I don't see nothing wrong with that. Because out of the fact that y'all can't go by what y'all think, what people think about y'all relationship. So if you feel like y'all, what's what you want to do when you're broken with somebody, that's what you want to do. That is your life. That is your mistake to figure out on your own if that's what you made. That's how I think about that one.
The other topic.
The other topic is,
Lord Jesus, you're trying to get some people killed out here with this topic.
Can you be in love?
Can you? Will you? Have you?
Have you be in love with two people or like someone and be in love with somebody at
Keep
the same
the love
time?
part. You
love. Cause you can love someone and like somebody on the side. Can you?
Oh, Lord. How you feel?
Is it possible?
I'm gonna let you talk
Honestly,
first.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes
Jesus.
because the fact that
Oh,
it
you
happens.
Speak on that, huh?
It happens.
You
Like
can
you
love
don't
two
be.
people at one time.
You don't be trying to make it happen, but the fact that it's just the fact that I can remember you can love this person, but they just say you meet someone and y'all can be friends, but it ain't your intention like, oh dang, I like this person, but I love this person over here. That stuff is sometimes it just happen. Now if you acting on it, that's where the problem come in at. You gotta learn how to grow like, oh, I like this person, but I can put my feelings to the side and just be cool. Cause the fact that you want to be faithful to.
So you feel like you can be in love with somebody and like somebody while you in love with somebody.
I feel like it happens. But
It happens. Is it true? So you feel like you can be in love with somebody and like somebody at the same time?
Yep.
Hey. Is it really love to be if you in love with somebody but you like somebody else?
Because I'm in love with somebody. I mean, I'm not the person I like. I'm not in love with them. Like that person, because I like that person. I could say I like that person about the way they look, they attraction, they funny.
But if you in
but
love,
if I'm in love with somebody, overall, that love gonna overcome that person like, because the fact that it ain't an emotional attachment to that person.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if I'm in love with somebody, like in love, I'm not gonna see nobody. I'm gonna see people, but I'm not gonna like them because I'm in love with this person.
No.
So how you feel? What you saying?
I think that's something that you probably can't even have control over. If it's, I don't believe you can. I believe you can. Can you be faithful to one person? Yes, because everybody have their own will and they can be. But being in love with somebody, one person, yes. But liking two people at the same time, I feel like you can have no control over that.
That's why we like to make these videos. I like
I
making
feel
videos.
like-
I love making videos because it be
Yeah.
everybody got a different opinion. Everybody got a different opinion on everything, and I just like hearing it.
Cause I don't believe me. I don't believe in monogamous relationship. I do believe.
But
that
I don't
you
want to
feel
know,
like at
can
the
you
same
be in
time.
love with two people?
I didn't
that
say you can
like,
be in love with
love.
two people. I said like I can love someone, but I don't think I can love two people at the same time. Cause I don't think I had an emotional attachment to somebody like that. I can love someone and like someone at the same time, yes. But love somebody the same energy.
So what you were saying? What you were saying?
Someone-
Can you like somebody while you in love? What's the question? Ask him the question.
You just said it.
No, not really.
Okay, so what's the difference you were saying?
Because one of them is lusting and one of them is actually truly being in love with someone. Basically, the difference is you can love two people, but you have a love for this other person and you are in love with this other person. It can happen to where it's like that, but sometimes even the person that you're necessarily in love with, it's not always going to outweigh the love that you have for someone.
So when will you see them people that got two wives or two husbands? Love that person because they married. that person
That's
and the
just
other
some
person.
But they only have a certain in particular thing that they love about them,
That person.
each
Yeah,
individual
each
person. It's not loving them overall, who they are for what they think.
It's certain stuff that they like about that person that the first wife that they got, and then the second wife is stuff about the second wife.
Yeah.
Everybody got different opinion.
That's why I
But
say it's possible.
But the possible point of it
That is a good
is
topic.
it's more of a lusting thing, not an actual loving thing. It's lusting. You like this in particular person because of these things that you're not receiving from the person that you so-called
Exactly.
say you're in love with.
That's how people cheat.
That's when that.
That's how they
what's
cheat.
that rule called? That's when the 80-20 rule come into play.
Okay, Tyler Perry.
Yeah, that's what.
Why'd I
Yeah,
argue?
that's exactly what it came from.
But in a
And
relationship, you're not gonna get 100% of what you want from a person, though. You're not gonna always get everything that you want in a relationship.
that's also learned that from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry was like, that's where I learned it from. That's what made an eye opener. That's what made me realize a lot of stuff from my relationship. Like, hey, what I'm getting from this one, I'm not getting that I'm actually seeing from somebody else. It's all about a growth thing from that point, at that aspect.
You're not gonna never get 100% of what you want from a person in a relationship.
Right.
So you always see some stuff that you probably like, that a person might look like or got that you probably ain't got in your relationship though. But me personally, that's a dangerous topic right there. Some people gonna get in trouble off of that. But to me, you cannot love and like somebody at the same time. Like he said, that's lusting to me. Like,
Well, you can love and lust at
that's
the
why
same
people
time.
cheat. So
Because the
can love
fact
and
that
lust.
people cheat because they end up liking that person more than what they should. It happens.
Right.
I'm not saying to give them an excuse to do it. Cause
But
at
I don't
the
allow
same-
myself to even get in that space. Like, people take they take you at that time if you.
If
Getting close
at
and
some
come in.
point, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm not saying it's right. I feel like if you really have an emotional connection with someone, or it just happened, you're not finna say. I don't see somebody saying stop. Because the fact that if the chemistry there and the emotion is there and y'all feel that connection, it stuff happens. Now, granted, you old enough to make your own damn decision and know how to stop your emotions. That's where responsibility come into place in. You gotta take responsibility for your own action. That's why you can follow them actions how you be feeling, or take your ass home.
I'm just not finna put myself in no space like that. Like, even if I think I'm liking you or you like me, I'm not about to be around you. If I'm with somebody, I'm just not about to even allow that to happen. Because people do that. People will.
People do.
Dudes have work girlfriends and everything. Like, they know what they be doing. That's why I said this should have been on the topic. They have work girlfriends and all that, and they go back home to their girlfriends or their wives and all of that. Like, I'm just not about to put myself in no space like that. So where I might start liking you or lusting you. If I know you like me, I'm definitely not gonna be around you. I ain't even finna give off no vibes that
Sometimes they just
to allow you to think that.
True. So that's the responsibility.
That be people's problem though. They don't know how
That
to
be people
recognize that, and they be messing up their homes. Cause that's
They
to
don't
me, that's how
recognize. They be
cheating.
acting. What's the word I'm looking for? They be acting nonchalant to the situation.
Like, people
like,
know what's
not
wrong.
knowing.
You know when somebody like you. You know when somebody is
So
flirting
some
with
people
you.
like that attention though too.
But that's what I'm saying. That's how cheating come into
some
play.
people- You can have a whole husband at home. They just like that attention. Oh, this person like me. They like they feeling that somebody else liking them, cause they not getting what they having at home.
People need to grow up.
And cheating is not with physical contact.
Right.
It all starts with just a
Conversation.
small
Yeah, exactly what we talking
And somebody
about. My thing is, you can't be in love and like somebody because when you in love, even if you think you like somebody, you gonna remember your love, the love that you have for that person that's gonna make you be like, nah, I'm good. You just not gonna take that risk. You just not gonna do that.
I
So
think
to me,
yeah.
that's not possible to do.
I think that's my situation now. I know better. He don't want to be on the camera. So y'all heard this man voice in the background. He got a lot to say, but don't
Come
want
on
to step
in,
foot in the
right.
camera. But
Come
it's
on
cool.
in.
It's cool. We got another chair, but it's cool.
Come on, wait, get the picture. Come sit in the picture. Or you can come sit closer if you don't want to be in the camera. Sit right here. Talk to the mic, Caroline.
It's not possible.
Eat the apples?
It's not possible only for the simple fact of when you actually in love with someone and you know your intentions and you know your heart, you only gonna have your eyes set on that one person that you're in love with. And I'm gonna only say this: if you really truly in love and know what the definition of love is and what love is supposed to show, you cannot physically like someone, whether they got certain features that you may not have at home. or anything like that, but the features you are always going to remember about the person you do have at home. You can't lust. You can't really technically lust on the fact of what you're missing at home. You're lusting what you mainly lusting. It's not lusting what you don't have at home. Is lusting at the fact that your mind has never proceeded the past point to actually know what true love is. That's where the lusting and the liking factor come in at. You can't physically say you love someone or like someone and say you in love at the same time, because you really don't know what love is yourself yet.
Right, that's why keep that. That's why, everybody got their own opinion. Keep that.
I mean, it is possible, but it ain't possible. The not possible point, because you really don't know what love is, and the is possible point, you just got love for that person that you think you in love with, and you're actually liking and lusting.
What if somebody been married for 25 years? 25 years, I got kids, for 25 years. They get divorced. Boom. That person know what love is because they've been married for 25 years. Now, this same person, after he got divorced, met somebody new. So now he talking to this girl right here, and him and this girl been doing just fine.
Girl B.
I'm just saying, this girl he doing just fine. So now this same person, he meet Shirley at work. Boom. He talking to Shirley.
He's a thought. He
He
just
not
got
making-
divorced. He got one girlfriend.
But he
second
been married for
girlfriend.
25 years and got a divorce.
He should never got no
How
girlfriend.
come he can't get a girlfriend after he got divorced?
Because he over there talking to Shirley.
But he just met Shirley at work. So if he just met Shirley at work and they came friends at work, but he got this girlfriend at home already. Now he had this girlfriend, but he loved his girlfriend. He said he loved his girlfriend. But he just met Shirley at work, and now him and Shirley are friends. Now what if he tell her, I like Shirley, Shirley cool people. He can like this person, Shirley, but not knowing
bring Shirley home.
shit just happened. But he loved his girlfriend. It's a part that if you gonna act on it and be irresponsible, that's your call. As I said, people can't. It's just feelings and everything
if
just
you in
happen.
a relationship with me, ain't no such thing as no Shirley, no opposite.
So you tell me the person you dated can have friends for the opposite sex?
Gee, yeah, that's another topic.
That's a whole nother.
Topic,
Shirley better stay at work.
That's a no
That's
no.
I'm
That's a
gonna bring
whole
my
nother
man
topic.
something to eat so I can see Shirley and let Shirley know
Alright,
that's
y'all.
mine,
We're
Shirley.
gonna talk about that next, but that's a whole other topic.
my man don't got friends,
But
Shirley.
y'all see, closure is a non-factor.
Cause
Follow the
Shirley
people.
gonna have closure. 6 feet under.
Talking to people at the same time, love and love. Y'all know people got their own opinion on that. But that talk we just
But
about
that's
to
the
end
part
up
about
with.
videos. Everybody got their own.
Yep. But this last one
It's
we
gonna
just
be some
talking
people
about
that's gonna feel you. It's gonna be some people that's gonna feel me.
All right, can a person have? That's the next topic. Why can't a person of the opposite?
Sex friends.
That's the next topic. We'll see y'all later on the next video.
Stay tuned.